you guys, I'm back with another video, and if you guys are wondering where I'm at, I am on campus in a secret location. No, I'm not really in a secret location. I'm kind of hard to explain where I am, but I'm by some classrooms. But this is usually where I come when I need to like relax, chill. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I really am into nature sceneries, and this is a little nature scene they have on campus. So I come here, read a book if you want to, listen to music if you want to, or make YouTube videos if you want to. But my topic for today, ooh, it is hot. My topic for today is how to deal with drama, and basically how I deal with the drama with girls, because I came across an incident today that's not too big that made me want to make this video. So I went to the dining center today, and this girl was like, well, I walked past her and she was like, ugh, and I was just like, I'm just here to get my scrambled eggs, you know, like it's breakfast. And I just felt like that was so high school. I know some people aren't necessarily mature enough to come to college yet, but I thought that was just so high school. And the backstory on that is she's friends with someone that I'm not friends with anymore, and I don't like her anymore, and so now her friend is like trying to like be childish towards me, I guess, whatever. And I find that kind of amazing, because I don't like when females are friends with other females, and because someone's not friends or cool with that person, like the whole group of friends just decides to like hate you now, just because that you and that person like aren't cool anymore. Like that's just childish. So basically how I deal with drama is, the first step is to ignore it. Okay, so I know sometimes people get like on borderline like harassment, but you just have to ignore it. Like that whole incident in the dining center when she's like, ugh, just because I walked by, like, you know, that's something, you know, you can ignore. Now if she starts like following you and bullying you and trying to like do some unnecessary things, you cannot fight. Okay, just try to keep yourself from fighting. Okay, because fighting doesn't go well in college or in life, really, because it's just more drama when you get into a fight, and it's childish as well. So I think my best choice is to ignore it. Now, since you're in college here and you're dealing with this, like there isn't really a person you can like there's no like principal where you're like, oh, principal, she's being mean to me, and then like the issue still doesn't get resolved, because then the principal comes in and goes, you get a referral or you get a detention or something like that, and it still doesn't doesn't help anything really. So same thing in college. There's no like president, and I mean there is a president. There's no like principal, and even if there was a principal, they wouldn't really be able to do anything except tell you to stop. That doesn't really help. I feel like adults really don't know how to handle like bullying or cyberbullying or anything amongst females at all, really. So that was basically my example right there. Was basically like some childish drama, but some girls just get really like borderline, over the line, 20, 50 on top of 20 type of just ratchet. I don't know what the heck they're doing, but it would be like, bitch, tell me why, bitch, don't, bitch, and you're just like, whoa, so much hate in the air. And like honestly, no matter how old you are, there's no reason to get that crazy. Like when people are following you, they're on Twitter, like, oh, you're such a bitch, and I hate you, and that's why you a hoe, and that's why you messing with so and so's man, he don't even like you type stuff, and you're kind of just like, what? And I know it's kind of like you really just want to get on the keyboard and like type all this like stupid stuff to the person, but you gotta like keep your cool, and don't go on the internet and say anything back. I mean, And it's sometimes hard to not do that, because whenever you don't fight back, whenever you don't do something, sometimes people see that as like weakness. Like, you're weak because you didn't go back and fight back on Twitter and say a whole bunch of crap about like people you didn't care about. People take that as like a weakness, but I put this on everything. You are not weak. You are mature, you are responsible. And I had this incident in high school where like everybody, and I mean everybody and my mama was talking about me on Twitter and Facebook. And I was just like, I hate all of you, F all of you, ooh, I hate you. Like, I was getting so angry. And then I actually started crying at one point because I just felt like people were so cruel and so mean, and they were doing the most for no reason. And it was over things that people didn't even know what they were talking about. Like, you know how sometimes you say a gossip, or you gossip and half of it's true, half of it's not true? People were like gossiping about me about crap that wasn't even true. I'd rather have a person ask me if this is true, if this is true or not, than to go and just start ranting about things that aren't even true. I wish I had screenshot at this time, because when I went to the principal, to like tell him that this was like going on with me, it was like, well, is this what you do? You were a junior in high school, and this is what you do. You sit on Twitter and look at what everybody's saying about you. And I was just like, really? Like, really? I wish I had a screenshot so I could show to him, like, that's really like what's going on. People, like, I feel like principals, like, really just don't understand some of the stuff that you go through. Like, you tell them people are harassing, people are doing this to you, blah, 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 and all you get is a detention or a suspension or something. Like, people don't know how to handle anything. But let me stop talking about my principal. Back to the drama situation. I think my best bet is just to ignore it. I think that if you feel like you're getting drama from people that are close to you, or people that you think are your friends, I think you should probably just consider them fake and not worry about them. Because I think my biggest problem with drama was I would be like, oh my gosh, why do people hate me? Why do people not like me? Why do people do this? Why do people do that? And then after a while, I was kind of just like, F all of y'all. Anyway, but no, really, I was really kind of just, I don't care anymore, because they're not doing anything for me. And I hate when people be like, oh, what are you going to do to like benefit me? Or something like that. Some people say stuff like that. But these people really weren't benefiting me. They were just making me emotional. And I feel like to avoid drama is to just not say anything back. That's really the basis of what I'm saying. Oh, the sun. I feel like you just can't. I feel like you just can't engage in their negativity, because once you engage in their negativity, you put yourself in the drama. And no matter if it's cyberbullying, no matter if it's about boys, and trust me, it's always about some damn boy. Boys aren't that important, okay? Anyway, I just feel like you just need to focus on like other things. And I know it's really hard because like you want friends and everything, but after a while, honestly, those friends are kind of just like, you know, associates, acquaintances. Because after you get to a certain age, when you're older, I'm not that old, but I think I'm pretty old, you kind of just, you can't focus on that type of stuff anymore. In high school, it's kind of different when dealing with drama, because in high school, you're forced to go to high school. You have to be there. You have to sit there with students that you don't like. You can't breathe. Maybe you sit in the bathroom crying, eating lunch alone. Maybe you sit in the library by yourself because you're afraid people are gonna come and start bullying you and whatnot. And in college, people are just immature, and people are just saying he said, she said stuff that you really don't want to deal with, and it is annoying. And I kind of have some ways to get over this drama that's not necessarily just ignoring it. Like, you kind of just have to ignore it, and people will eventually leave you alone. Because me, when I don't like somebody, I will cut you off and stop talking to you and not look at you or do anything towards you. And after a while, they'll leave you alone and forget about you. But sometimes that doesn't work, and you kind of just need to focus on other things. So I have some other things you can focus on. You can focus on making YouTube videos. Like me, I'm focusing on making YouTube videos because one, it's a hobby, and two, I'm not so focused on what everybody else is saying around me or what everybody else is doing. You know, I don't even spend that much time on Facebook anymore because I'm too busy making and editing my videos. Or maybe you could focus on school, and if you're not in school, get a job. And if you have a job, get another one. You know, get things to occupy yourself so you're not in so much drama. Because all it is stupid drama, and you're gonna look back on it and be like, oh my gosh, that was so stupid. How could I have even done that? That's basically what I think about. Like, how could I have said that? How could I have done that to her? Why did I even waste my time with her? Like, you know what I mean? Like, drama is just going to become you if you just let yourself be a garbage can. And what I mean by being a garbage can is where you just let yourself fill up with so much like sugar, honey, iced tea because you don't know how to push out all of the negative in your life. I'm looking at my phone because it's almost time for me to go to work, and I don't want to be late. And someone's walking by. What else? How else can you avoid drama? Because girls are very catty. I know that for a fact. I'm trying not to make this a long video, but I don't know how many different ways I can just say to ignore it, because I tell myself to ignore it now, but back when it was happening to me, I could not ignore it. Like, I was in my bedroom crying in my pillow, talking on the phone with my girlfriends, asking, you know, like, why me, you know? So but honestly, like, ignoring it and finding something else to do besides engage in that nonsense will help you so much, because not everybody is ignorant, trust me. And those people starting drama with you, they are ignorant and they have no life, and when you grow up, they're gonna be working for you, okay? They're gonna be like, nah, clean the dirt off of that doorknob. Honestly, I just think that in the worst case scenario, you might want to kind of hang out with yourself as well, because sometimes when you hang out with a lot of girls, not everybody in that clique is gonna like you. Like, honestly, and the clique that you associate with and other cliques that you associate with, they're not always gonna like everybody in that clique either. So I feel like, because sometimes, let's say you're going to the mall, and once you go to the mall, you guys are shopping, and then you guys start talking about boys, and you guys start talking about hair and clothes and stuff like that, and then somebody comes along and tells you, oh, so-and-so said this about you. And then you get all flustered because you're like, how is that person talking about me? And then you get all like flustered, and then the friend, you know, thinks that they're doing something and helping you by like telling you a whole bunch of crap about them. When really that doesn't help, because now you're friends with someone that's talking heck of crap about someone you guys hang out with and stuff like that. And most likely that girl is gonna talk heck of crap about you back to that person once you get all of your anger out and you vent to her about how you're so mad. So, and then it's gonna become a he said, she said thing, and you're gonna wish you never said anything at all. And that goes back to my point of ignoring it. And a good thing to say, honestly, when people tell you something that might be like drama-fied or lead to drama, is probably like, oh, I'm sorry, you know? Or be like, oh, that's nice. Like, let's say somebody comes up to you and they're on the phone and they call you and they're like, oh, did you hear so-and-so said this about you? Just be like, oh, that's nice, or something. Or be like, oh, that's cool, or something. Like, don't show your reaction. I think that's the biggest fail girls do, is that they show their emotions. You know, if somebody says, oh, so-and-so called you a hoe, you need to be like, oh, for real? And then go back on with your business. Don't be like, oh my gosh, she called me a hoe. Well, that female is, I'm lost for words, but let's just say it's a whole bunch of words. And this video is getting kind of long, and I hope this kind of helped you guys with drama, and your best bet is to ignore it and focus on other things besides that, or maybe do some things by yourself and maybe kind of just breathe and listen to music. I listen to music all the time. I listen to Drake. Drake helps me with all of my problems, even though some of his problems don't even relate to my problems, but just hearing his voice just makes me so much better. But anyway, it's getting hot. I shouldn't have worn the shirt. The shirt is really cute. California girl. Anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys later. I hope this video helped. And thank you. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you for watching.